Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. So, please give a warm welcome to Matthew, who will now be replacing Joyce during these office hours. Joyce will now be able to concentrate a bit more on other responsibilities. So yeah, welcome, Matthew.
Thank you very much. I'm sure Joyce will still be here in spirit.
Sure, for sure.
Yes, I can see. So Connor's had a question in the chat. I can give a share link to Connor. So Connor, I'll put a share link in the chat. Feel free to join, and you can walk us through exactly what it is you're trying to do. Hey, Colby. It is indeed the new guy from the videos.
Absolutely.
He's not AI generated.
No, it's a real person.
Hey, Daniel. Hello. Is it Prolette? Am I pronouncing it correctly? You there, Prolette? Okay. Bear with me here. I'm still figuring out the software. So Prolette's in the chat. I'm just going to jump back to Connor because Connor's joined. So we'll take Connor's question. Hi, Connor.
Hey, you guys hear me?
Yep, all good.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm Connor. How y'all doing today?
We're good, thank you. How are you?
Doing well. It's my first live stream I'm joining, so
Welcome.
Cool. Welcome. So feel free to share your screen and talk us through everything.
let me figure out how to do that. Good. Hold on.
In the meantime, Flo, no worries. In the meantime, Flo, Colby's got a question on if there's any updates on the currency input field.
Currency input field. Yes, so we couldn't release it on our own, but Kobe, did you have access to the early access WeWeb AI? Do you have access to that, to the Copilot, the new Copilot? Because I tried it and it worked very well to create a custom component for this with Copilot. So if you don't have any access, I could give you one. And you could try out to create your own one, and I'm pretty sure it will work.
Cool. So I can see you shared your screen now, Connor. Do you want to jump back in?
Yeah. Can you guys can see this? Cool. So what I am confused about is essentially how I can pull data from multiple tables in my database. So for example, I'm creating this home listing website. You can think of it fairly similar to Airbnb, just for simplicity. But what's going on and where I'm struggling is, I have my properties table that goes over, how many beds there are, how many bathrooms, the square footage of the home, descriptions of the home. But then I have a separate table in my database that's connected to like nearby attractions.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe hospitals, supermarkets, gyms, and that is a table that has, many different items from the list. And I have been unable to figure out a way to essentially make this data display on the page when this page is pulling from specifically the properties table.
Okay. What backend are you using?
Sorry, what's that?
What backend are you using?
This is all Supabase.
All Supabase. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Can we see the tables?
Yeah. One sec. One. So
okay.
Sorry, it doesn't let me. There we go. Okay. So, I guess here's my schema. So for example, I have my properties, like I said, that shows everything here.
You're not sharing, or maybe.
Oh, am I not sharing?
No. Sorry, do it.
Maybe Matthew, you need to.
Yeah, we need to enable it again.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, if for some reason it's only letting me share specific screens, so I have to unshare and then share. But yeah, so my properties are here, title, description, street address, and that's connected to a table for bedrooms because the property could have multiple bedrooms, right? And that's connected by, the bedrooms is pulling in from the property ID.
Okay.
So that's connected. Same for property photos. It's pulling in by the property ID.
Okay, got it.
Nearby facilities pulling in from the property ID. And then this property ID is pulling in from the host ID. So it's connected to the host through the property.
Okay. So you have two ways to do that. So first you can improve so I guess you're using the collection, right? To get properties, or are you using multiple collections to do that?
What do you mean?
Within WeWeb, how do you get this data?
Yeah, let me share back to WeWeb. Sorry, one sec.
No worries. Because you have two solutions.
Okay.
You can improve the query configuration on the website. So I guess you use the collection in here.
Yeah. So what I've done is I have my database that's pulling in all the different tables. And essentially, if I go back to my search page, here it's pulling in properties, and this is a repeating element. I forget what they're called, like a repeating list.
Yes.
That's pulling from the database for specifically from the properties table. And then when I click on one of these, it essentially saves that property information and brings it through.
Okay. I guess in a page, in a query, or in a page variable, something like this.
Page variable, yeah.
It's
okay. Over here, the selected property variable.
Okay. I think the best way in that use case is to have it in the URL. So you could share this link, because if you save this on a variable, when you're going, can you just click on the page so I can see the URL in here? So if you on the top left on the page, top left, really here, top left on the page name.
Oh,
really above, yes, here. Can you click the setting? Yeah, perfect. And can you click on URL path? Okay, got it. So you see in here, if one day you share this link, it won't work. No data will be loaded, because you don't have the detail of that property in here in the URL.
I see.
So usually what the best practice here is, can you click on the URL path card in here? Here, already on the right on the panel. Yeah. In here, you see you can click add variable.
Okay.
And so you've got slash and a param, and this param could be property name, or the thing that is unique in your table. It could be property ID.
Okay.
So below we've got parameters here. It's called param, but you can rename it param just below. Yeah, the input below. Here, yeah, you can rename it like property ID, for example.
So just like that?
Yeah, just like that. And usually in here, in the default value, you copy paste an ID from your DB. So if you go back to the base, you copy paste an ID.
I could paste in the ID.
In here, exactly. So you could have a default value to work with. Basically, it will work only within the editor, but you can let it like this for now. Let it like this. Can you go back to the search page where you had all your properties?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you select the one of the card, where you put the link, basically? So I suppose the container. Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Can you go to the setting tab on the right, where you put the link? So I suppose you did it with the.
Yeah, right here.
You did it with the workflow. Okay. This is absolutely possible. Can you click on it?
Yep.
Okay, go to property details and okay. Okay, you save the data in the variable you've shown just before, and then you navigate to property detail. Okay, can you click on it? And you see now in here on the right, you've got the parameter from the URL, the property ID.
Right here.
Yeah, can you click that plug? Yeah, the plug button, and now you can bind to the ID, to the context.
Got
you. Can you close this and go to click the preview button, the little eye at the top, just to test?
Right here.
Close this. You can close this.
Close this.
Yeah, close it, and now go to preview and click on the card. Okay, perfect. So now what I'd like to do is to well, you can check first. So on the left, you've got logs, but just on the right of this, you've got variables. You see it on the tabs. It's just above.
Yes.
Yeah, really here. And here, property. No, we removed it from here. Maybe we did. Okay, it's not a big deal. So can you go now to one of your collection? I guess you have a collection like property detail, something like this. No? You don't have a collection like this?
A connection like what?
A collection. Let's create a new collection in that case.
Okay.
Can you go to the data?
Yeah.
Data, let's create a new collection.
Okay.
Perfect. You can call it property detail. Perfect. So you can add it to a folder if you like. Select Superbase. Great. You can click create. And now you can select your property table. Okay. So in here, in guided, you're going to have only the columns from this table. But from what I understood, you want to also have the details of link tables, right?
Yes.
So you need to click advanced here.
Okay.
Or yeah, you can do it here because I guess you won't be able to do it. No, it's here. So you see in here, you need to display. So this is a Superbase thing, a Superbase format. And you need to enter all the columns you want with a comma. And if you take a look to the placeholder, you see in here, you've got supplier ID, and between parentheses, you've got name. So in your case, supplier would be, if I remember, property photo or something like this. You had the other table.
Yeah.
Then you I think in your property table you have something like property photo ID, something like this to make the link. And between parentheses in here, but let's do it together. Okay, so can you show me again your Superbase?
Yep. Sorry, I have to reshare and unshare. Okay. Got it.
Okay, great. So can you go to properties first? Okay, so in here you've got ID, host ID, and What is the table ID you need to pull information from?
What is the table ID? Do you mean the idea of these this is the idea of these properties?
Yeah, of this property. But can you display the database visualizer? Oh, sorry. Yes, this one. Okay, so in here you had 2 bedrooms. Okay, so bedrooms. No, it's a link like this. Okay. So it's a bit different. And property photo. Okay, so okay, you've got property ID within it. I don't know if it works in that case. Let's try. Okay, so bedrooms, bed size. Okay, can you go back to WeWeb?
Yeah.
I'm not sure it will work like this. Let's try. Can you type in ID, comma, bedroom, bedrooms, yes. Yeah, no, you missed it's not semicolon. I lost my English. It's
Oh, what just happened?
I don't know. Can you select it again? Go back here. Okay, perfect. And in here, type in bed size. I think this is a column you've got there. Underscore size, and between parentheses, property underscore ID. Let's try this, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Let's try that. Can you click continue? Search for following key relation. Perhaps you meant bedrooms instead of. Can you scroll in here so we can see the hint? Yeah, I haven't done that for a while.
Perhaps he meant bedrooms instead of bed size. No. Could not find a relationship between properties and bed size in the schema. Hold on. Bedrooms and bed underscore size, property underscore ID.
I think it won't work in. You might need to do it another way. So, okay. So what we can do is to create a collection, bedroom detail, then a collection for properties, a collection for bedroom, and so on, and filter them to what we want. This is something we can do on WeWeb side. But in your case, I think it's better to create a view within Superbase. Let's do this.
Okay.
So can you go back to Superbase, and then we will load a view instead.
A view within Superbase. Okay.
Yes, you will find this pretty useful.
Okay.
So can you display again Superbase? We're going to use Superbase AI to do that. Okay, so can you go to your tables? Okay, can you click on the icon, the eye icon on the top right?
The icon?
Green one icon, you've got a green icon. Yes, this one, perfect. So here, could you ask the AI to create a view? And in that view, you want all properties with ID and the columns you want, basically.
ID.
So if you remember your columns.
Can I just say all
all columns, and then ask for link columns.
And what?
So, all the links you want. So bedrooms and the other one. I don't remember them. The name of the tables that are linked, that has a property ID that you want to display.
Okay, and include the property ID like that.
No. Okay, can you open the visualizer again?
Yeah,
it would be easier. You can copy this. Yeah, I think it's going to yeah, perfect. So in here you want bedrooms, you want nearly facilities, then you've got then okay, all the tables that you want.
Okay. Nearby facilities.
Property photo. Yeah. And
Amenities. Bathroom amenities price. Price. Property reviews.
So normally you should ask for the details, the columns you want, not everything, but let's see. You will be able to filter it. Let's try that.
Let's see, is that everything? Okay.
You'll be able to add it later. Okay, so you see in here, we've got a list of all the columns in your property table. Then can you scroll in? Can you scroll here? Then it's doing what they called a left join. Okay.
Okay.
From here, it's adding everything normally. Property limits, property. No, it's not what we want. Can you scroll a bit?
That's the.
That's the whole thing. Okay. Just tell the AI that you want all the columns from bedrooms and nearby facilities. Let's start with them.
Sorry, say that again. All the columns from
All
what?
the columns from bedrooms and nearby facilities, not just not just the ID.
So like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, can you scroll in the code so I could check? Okay, this looks better.
Okay.
Can you try this? Can you run it?
Run it. Yeah.
So yeah, before no, please cancel here. Let's do something better. Cancel.
What's that?
Can you click cancel?
What's that? Oh, cancel.
Yeah, cancel. Can you open it in the? It's the icon just near. Yeah, this one in the secure editor. Okay, so you can have this in your history. So can you run this?
Run it.
Yeah. Okay, can you go back to your tables? And now you should have a new table, but it's a view and it's called, yeah. And in here, you should have much more columns.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. So now it's going to be much more easier for you on the website. We are going to update the collection to load that view instead. And you're going to have everything in here. And it will be much more easier for you to bind. You won't have to update the create configurations, to add some formulas, to run some calculations to have it. It will be much more easier.
Okay, but why is it? Oops, sorry. Why is it repeating the same property over and over? You see, it's all the cozy cottage.
Yeah, it's true.
It's all the same.
Yeah, that's weird. Can you go back to the code?
Yeah.
I need to hurry a bit so we can answer the questions. Okay, can you scroll in here? Okay, this looks good. This is weird. Okay. Yeah. Tell it that you have the same row repeated multiple times. But yeah, basically views are a powerful tool to gather multiple columns from linked tables. You need to tell it that the view already exists, so it could update the existing one.
Okay. Does this look more correct?
Let's try it and we will see. But if you try that, it's going to run into an error because it's going to try to create a view again. So can you just ask the AI to update that code? Say just the view already exists.
Sorry, say that again.
The view already exists. You need to tell it that. Perfect. So you see, you've got to create or replace at the top. Gotcha. And now it's going to work a lot better. So you can copy paste that and run it on the left. So you could have the last version.
Cool. Do I want to delete all this?
Yeah, you don't care. Come on, A. Yeah, no, remove everything and paste and run. Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Cannot change the name. Well.
Okay, let's try to do good this. Okay. Let's see if it works better.
Oh.
Yeah, this is normal. It means it works. Just telling you that it's going to delete it or to update something that exists. So that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Can you go back to the view now?
Yep.
On the data. Yeah, you need to here table editor.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better, no?
Yeah. This is
Okay, can you quickly go back to WeWeb and so we can do that and then so we can take another question.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it has like, oh, I see. Okay.
You might need to update a bit this view to really get the data you want. But basically now on the website, it's going to be a lot more easier to bind because let's do it right now. So when you go back to the collection, yeah, this one, perfect. So instead of properties in the configuration, just below, yeah, next step, can click continue. So here in table, you should see the view. You can remove this. In here, you might need to click the refresh blue button on the right of this input. Yeah. Can you click again? And you should be property details view. Okay, perfect. Click guided, all fields, continue now.
Select all.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. So click, no, we don't want everything. No, don't close it yet. Can you click the query configuration? Yes, this one. Yeah.
Query, this one?
Yes, this one.
Okay.
Can click on it?
Yeah, it's.
You cannot?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't click anything on it.
Current searching views.
Here, should I refresh the page?
Yes, I think maybe try that.
Okay, let's try again.
Okay. Or, oh, sorry, wait, what do we want? We want property details. Yeah.
Okay. Can you click on, yeah, perfect. Can you click continue here?
There we go.
And, okay, perfect. So now we need a filter. So create configuration basically is when your front end, your application is going to make a request to Supabase and you don't want to get all your properties. You just want to get the data from this property you're on. Okay. So add a condition here. And what you want is to select the ID.
The property ID?
ID of the property, yeah. Oh, we don't have it. Do we have it?
Property ID?
Yes, perfect. Equal, so that's nice. And now you need to click the bind button. And here you should be able to find in the first tab, yes, here the property ID, you see it in orange. So this is coming from the URL. Okay.
Okay.
So click on that. Perfect. Yeah, it's a string. Okay, let's try it like this. Can you close this?
Yep.
See if it works.
Test?
Can you yeah, test.
Cool.
Here we are. We just have this. So you can close that.
Okay.
Close everything. And now you can click on anything on your page.
Okay.
And you can bind. Yeah. And in here, you should have in the collections, so the second tab, you should have property detail. It's within the Supabase folder, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Property details. So you can open it. Open data. It's going always to return only one. And then you can bind to what you want in here. So you might need to improve the view to get the columns you want from the other tables, but normally you should find it here.
Okay.
Okay.
So to get it to show up here, I need to improve.
To improve the view. Yeah. So you need
Okay.
to work a bit on Supabase to really have all the columns you need within this view, and then you bind.
Okay. And this will be dynamic?
Yes.
All right, let's try it with this one.
Because the ID is in the URL. So when you're gonna go back to the page where you have all your properties and you select another one, you should load the proper data.
Oops. Okay. Okay. So
you can just try this. You can go back to the yeah, here, select another property and check the description.
All right. And where do I check the description?
Where you bind. So I guess just after this. No, you did bind something before, no?
Oh, yeah. This is connected to my old formula though.
Oh, okay. So no, bind to the collection.
So I want to go into here.
Yes.
Property details,
here, data, and here, and description.
Okay, it looks like it's still pulling the data from the last property.
Oh, okay. Can you go back to the collection?
Yeah, this.
I know why. Yeah, the property detail. Yes, perfect. This is because it's consistent. Can you click on the config? No, below you see fetch data. You've got advanced. You see that one? Yeah. You need to toggle off preserve on navigation because you want every time you come back to that page, you want to refetch that collection. And now it should work.
I think I did just see it update. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Interesting. Okay. That's okay. I don't understand how it's preserving when I go from when I click on this.
Yeah.
Why is it going through? Because we didn't set up a workflow or anything.
It's in the URL. If you remember, we added a variable.
It's in the URL.
Absolutely. And now you can share that link and it will work.
I see. Okay, this is great.
Okay.
I'll keep messing with this. Thank you so much for your help. Do you guys do this every week?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for your help, guys. I really appreciate
Cheers,
it.
Connor. We'll catch you soon.
Cheers.
All right, have a good one. See ya.
Right, we still got Prelette, so I'll give Prelette access. Are you there, Prelette?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you so much for waiting. I'll just get back to your question, but feel free to ask away while I find this in the chat.
Well, I'm guessing there's also no movement on my spacing of items. So I'll skip that one. So I think that we looked at that last week, but I could not manage to get a loader to show loading at any point. So this is what I was doing. Let me move this live stream to the other side so I can see that you guys are seeing that. So here's what's happening. I go and I let me put in a file in there because it only works with a drag and drop right now, not a button. But I put some data in there, right? And then I hit complete import. And then it waits and it waits and it waits until I think it's really processing in the background, the rendering of all of this, and then it tells you. So I tried multiple different things to try to add a loader on it, and none of them work because I tried to make this like trigger event on mounted. And that did nothing. It's just still had that I'm doing something and I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. So I don't know if there is a different way for me to figure out if something is actually rendering, because I don't think it's processing the data. It literally just copies an array, but then it processes a lot to try and render all of this on page.
Okay. Can you display the loader in here and show me where it is?
This one.
Yeah, I guess. So can you first need to see it? Can you go to the settings and force it to be displayed? Okay. So by default, this variable is false, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can you show me when you toggle it on? Is it the first thing you do?
Yes. In step 1, it does this. So it sets import as refreshing to true. Then it changes the variable to like the import items. It's basically copying the import. And then it goes to step 2. And before I had here import is refreshing, turning to false again. But then I think I changed it and I changed a few things. So like then here I said on mounted, I set it to false.
But I didn't see where you set it to true.
Oh, it's in step 1 on import, on the CSV import component. So it's here on import complete. It says import is refreshing true, and then goes into, well, let me now copy the data and everything.
Can we try something? Can you?
Let me try real quick to change the step to 2 first. See, because the loader is in step 2.
Yeah, you need to remove the force display from the loader that you added.
So I need
okay, you can preview. No, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's only in edit mode.
Yeah, no. So now in theory, should have switched to step 2. So see here, it's changed to step 2 in the logs. If you look at the logs, so it did. It also succeeded with a variable. It changed to step 2, and then it thinks.
Yeah, because it takes time to render, to delete all the components displayed and this. So I'd like to just try quickly something.
Okay.
Can you go back to the step 1? Okay, so before triggering to the step 2, can you go to the workflow? And before this, I didn't see the loader. Can you close this? Where is the loader here? We don't see it.
It shows up after this, but I cannot show it to you because this is a component that I created with the AI thingy. But here, hold on. Like,
I think so. Okay, so the loader should be elsewhere. I think outside the step 2 or this component. I mean, it's a kind of a global loader.
I can move it to step 1.
Yeah, move it to step 1.
I tried it. Yeah, I had tried it in there too. But I think, see, I have a different loader in there.
Okay, so
okay. Here's the loader. So now the loader is in step 1.
Okay, can you display it? So
yeah, it's here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, just to check, can you show me the condition so I could see the name of the variable? Really on the right, just on the right.
No, on the right. Okay.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that it was import. Yeah. Select the loader. No. Okay, can you just select the loader, please?
Oh, okay.
And can you show me the binding on the conditional display? So on settings, I just need to see the formula. Okay, so its import is rendering, right? Refreshing. Import is refreshing.
Yeah.
So can you go back to your workflow? So import is refreshing to true. Just after this action, we will try something. Can you add a new action? And it's called a delay, I think, or wait, something like this. Yeah, time delay, perfect. And in here, can you add, like, exaggerate, like more than this, like 5 seconds? So 5,000. Okay.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, perfect. Can we try again?
I think I need to hide it though.
No, I think in preview it's going to be in. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
No, it's still there in preview.
Okay.
Oh, that's my other loader.
Okay. So let's wait 5 seconds, and I think let's see if it freezes.
So it's still waiting 5 seconds.
Yeah. And then, okay. So maybe you can add a little delay just to let the time of the loader to be rendered, like 1 second, maybe a bit less. You can try just to have the loader, and then it's going to disappear like we saw in here.
But 1 second is not enough for it. So it's basically I'll show the loader and then it's going to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, no,
Because also
it's just to give it the time to be rendered on the page. So I think, honestly, maybe 500 milliseconds would be enough, just to let it the time to be rendered. Even less. You need to you can try out. So try 100 milliseconds.
500.
500. Let's try this and see if it works. And if it works, you can reduce it. And then also what you can try is to do it on the published application.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You're basically tricking it to display
yes,
something.
to give it the time to be displayed.
Okay, and then it gets stuck in that mode until it's in theory done. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Not the most scientific thing, but the result works.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And also publish your application because usually it works a lot faster on the published app.
Okay, yeah, I'll try it to see what happens on the published one. Because my other problem too is that now each of these deleted items also takes a while because it needs to re-render them, because without remounting each element, it was causing other problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I might add it here as well. The same thing, just like trying to trick it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. I saw you had another question, Prolette, but if you don't mind, we'll just jump to a few of the other ones, and then perhaps we can pick another one up later if that's okay.
Oh, I don't think those were questions. Those were comments while you guys were working on the Supabase thing.
Okay.
Because I am on Xano, so some of these things seem like weird to me. So I think they were just comments while people were working. Because
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
I'll go back to my. Flo knows I have a list of questions.
I'm sure we'll pick up another one in a couple of minutes. We'll jump to some of the ones in the church.
Thank you for that.
So a few for you, I think, Flo. So Colby got back. He did create a currency input with the Copilot, but I know at the start we were saying that it's probably best to keep Copilot components as just test projects. I don't know if the stance has changed for now.
Yeah, absolutely. The good practice is to have a dedicated project for it, and then you make it you add this element into a library, and then you add this library in your real project, so you're sure you will never mess up with it. The time we work on rollback and all those things, we are on it. So you can absolutely use it in production, but the best practice is to use it through a library, so you're sure not to mess up with your production when you iterate on it.
Cool.
That's it.
We had another question.
Tell us if it makes sense, Colby, yeah.
There was another one which is also related to AI. When is the AI going live?
That's that's a good question. Do you have an access to the early access? Just first, so I can. I hope in the coming weeks. So I cannot tell you more right now, but what I can tell you is that so we are a nice chat in the new Copilot, and this chat is able to call many different agents. So we are gathering all of them in that chat, so you can build pages, you can build coded components. We are working on the logic, so to create workflows, bindings, and all those kind of things all together. And we are also working on some backend engines, so you can work a lot better with some backend tools.
Nice. There's a ton of Copilot questions tonight, I guess. I don't know, you mentioned it with the agents there, but I'll let you reveal what you want to reveal. Someone said, how are the new Copilot features created?
Oh, yeah, but that's, basically it's what we call orchestration. So I won't go into details, but I think we're going to write a nice article on it. But it's not only one model connected to Copilot. It was the case before just for the documentation, but now as we want to do a lot of different things, when you want to have nice performances with AI, you need to kind of have dedicated, it's called agents, to an action. So for example, code a component or build the UI of the page. But it's not satisfying to have you yourself call the right agents to do that. So we are working on what we call an orchestration. So you have another agent, be able to call different agents and then orchestrate them. So you can have a full stack experience, basically.
Nice. There wasn't any other questions, I think. So Paulette, if you're still there and you wanted to go through your list, I guess we can jump back in. You there, Paulette?
Yeah, I'm there. I was actually going through some of my list, and now I actually have more questions for Zeno than WeWeb. I had a period where I had more questions for WeWeb than Zeno. Now it's like, it's not. I think it depends on kind of like what I'm working at the time, and it's kind of like it's flawed. But I guess like I put it in the private chat in the stream thing too. Is I'm still waiting on that Discord invite for the AI features. I have some questions because I was trying to, like, some of the times, actually a lot of the times, the agent kept forgetting what part of the component is, and it kind of will just remove the code and then it's broken. So I was having a really hard time and trying to figure out what my request should be so it stops doing that.
Well, we are working on a major update, and I hope this will come next week. And we fixed a lot of things with the iteration with coded components. Like when you were iterating on it, often some properties were disappearing or it lost some code, and it shouldn't be the case anymore, I hope. But we are definitely working on it. To improve the iteration process, and Matthew knows about it.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of the testing of this bullet, and I completely agree. There's times when obviously Copilot did things you didn't want it to do, but the changes are coming in the next few weeks should hopefully improve that a lot.
So then another, I guess, sort of related question to that, in the future, once it's released, would we be able to actually modify the code that it creates?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Because like for me, it was like, I want really small change. And it's like, I can go and do the change myself. I don't need the Copilot to make the change. It's like
we will definitely.
Yeah, okay, that would be nice. That would be nice because it's like some of the and this is not just the case with WeWeb. I think it's with ChatGPT and all of them other ones. It's like you want a small change. It's faster to do it yourself than going and asking the tool to do it. So
there is no technical issue with this. We can definitely do it, and we will.
Okay.
Is there any more on the list?
Okay, I have one more question. I guess a follow-up from the last time too. So I had asked if there was a way to share components between people, and I think that you guys were mentioning like creating a project that's like in the marketplace but not shared with other people. I couldn't find an option to do that.
Okay, so I might need.
Do you want me to share my screen or?
Maybe, but I could take a look. Maybe this is something we need to release. We might have remove it for a reason. I need to ask the tech team. But I know it's proper to have the option to have an unlisted library in there. So
yeah, because I didn't see any option that said even like publish it. So I wasn't sure if there was some special thing that you need to have on your account or not anything.
Let me get back to you when we ask. But normally you should be able to have an unlisted library.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we've got just a few minutes. I'll just thank you, Paulette. We've just got one question in the chat, Flo, related to the technicality of the agents. Black Rose asked, is there any specific framework we're using for the agents?
That's a good question. So we explored many of them. And in the end, we decided to go without any frameworks. It was easier for us to do it in our way.
Yes, the WeWeb way.
The WeWeb way. So our CTO said that he was frustrated with some with any one of them has limitation. It's the deal with framework. And so he wanted to be really free to do what he wants. So no frameworks.
Cool. We've got 4 minutes left. There isn't any more questions in the chat. So just quickly, if you're still there, Prolette, I'll check in. We might be able to fit in one more question on your list if you've got one last question on the list. Are you there, Prolette? No, I think we've lost Prolette, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. She's preparing now. She's preparing for next time. Yeah. So we should be prepared for next week.
Cool. Okay. I think that's us then. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining and your questions. We'll be here same time next week. And yes, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Cheers, everyone.